Hi Cancer, this is your November 2023 general reading. So I pulled some overall energy cards for you. We have the 5th house, Virgo, Mercury, and Taurus. So we have a lot of love energies with the 5th house in Taurus, but we also have mercurial energies with Virgo and Mercury. So it does feel like there's focus on your 5th house this month, which is, your dating, your fun, your creativity, how you express yourself. Depending on what sign you have there, it'll play out differently. If you guys have Virgo in there, and also with Virgo popping up here, there's a sense of you guys might have it might be harder for you to have fun, and that's something that you have to be mindful of working on, if that makes sense. Working on having fun is such an earth 5th house energy, but it almost feels like if you were to just go to an art and wine party, or invite your friends over and have a few glasses of wine and paint, like have an image where you guys are painting. It feels like you guys would be super perfectionist, like you'd want it to be perfect, and that's what would hold you back from having fun and enjoying it. Or this could even be in your dating life, you want things to go a certain way, and if it doesn't, you don't like it. You feel like you're out of control. You want to know what's happening. You want structure when it comes to dating. And the problem with that is there isn't always structure when you are just meeting someone and getting to know someone. It's harder for you to just go with the flow. With Mercury being here, though, it does feel like if this is what you found, how you approach, love and dating, there might be someone coming in for you that is like the perfect person for you in that sense, in the sense of they are also, they'll take it much more seriously. They are really good at communicating with you what they want, how they feel, what they're doing, setting boundaries, hey, I'm just gonna focus on you, and I'd like it if you only focused on me. And it feels like because someone like this comes into your life, you're really able to find pleasure and enjoyment in dating in a way that you haven't before, because you've never had this safety. You've always had to be on alert and try to figure out what the other person is thinking, what they're doing. Whereas this person coming in, they just naturally will tell you everything you need to know. And it feels like you guys are very aligned in that way. It's this is the kind of person that you need to feel safe and secure when it comes to dating. And again, that's why you'll be able to enjoy it in a way you haven't before. We have Page of Pentacles, so definitely this could be new love coming in for you guys. Something very brand new. After a lot of you guys in the past have dealt with a lot of shady energy, a lot of manipulative people who, when they weren't around you, they were doing shady things. And that is what makes you really need that clarity from the person that you're with, even if you're just dating them. And it feels like you guys you've dealt with so many pages when you are embodying this queen. It's energetically, if someone were to have seen you in some of the past relationships you've been in, if they could read energy, they would be like, why is the queen, like this royalty, this divine feminine with a page who doesn't know what they're doing, doesn't know what they want. They're just messing around. They are, of course, attracted to them, but they're not able to be the king that they need. And it feels like that those experiences that you've had could be why, again, you really need someone who's open and honest and tells you it exactly as it is, tells you what they're doing. They communicate a lot with you, and it's not just like, hey, how's your day? It's like the communication has valuable information in it for you. The information in it is what brings you security, if that makes sense. Let's see. Oh, it's way too many. The cards are like, okay. All right, we have the 7 of Cups. Your cards are flipping either like in bunches, or they flip and then flip back over. We have the 7 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So again, with this person coming in, it's instead of leaving you confused and in the dark and always guessing, it feels like this person is able to give you exactly what you need. You guys speak the same language. You guys are very in tune and aligned with each other when it comes to what the other needs in love. But yet it feels like there's a shift happening where in the past you were always, again, left in the dark, lied to, manipulated, always wondering what's actually going on, to now it's like you are getting all the answers. There's a shift, there's a change happening, and it could be because you've been doing the work, and for you that would play out as in recognizing your value and really realizing that I am not ever going to put up with this again. I'm not going to repeat it. I'm not going to fall back into connections that show me that they are still part of this cycle that I've been stuck in. And it's that recognition of, I know my worth. I know what I deserve. I know what my boundaries are. I know what my needs and wants are in a relationship, and I'm not going to tolerate anything other than this. And I'm not going to try to change myself and be ashamed of, having these needs and needing that reassurance. That's just what I need, period. If someone can't respect that, they can't, that's fine. And the moment you really made that decision is what turned the wheel for you guys, is what allows someone to come in that's like, oh, okay, now you honor yourself, you honor your needs. Here's someone who will honor your needs as well and is aligned with you and gives you exactly what you need. It's really, the shift happens when you know your worth, stand up for yourself, but also know exactly what your triggers are, what your needs are, what your wants are when it comes to relationships, and not being ashamed and wanting to change yourself, thinking that it's a burden. It's not. There are people who naturally are able to give you exactly what you're seeking and what you need without you even having to ask. You don't have to change yourself. You don't have to pretend like you're not, stressed out and wondering what's going on, when you actually are. And the moment you just accept that, okay, this is what I need in a relationship, so I'm trying to fight it and resist it, then someone comes in who just, everything they give to you reassures you and helps you have that clarity and answers and truth that you need when it comes to relationships. And we have Taurus, so again, it's like enjoying love and the pleasure, feeling safe and secure. And again, your safety and security, your needs come from that reassurance, communication, clear and honest, open communication. Feels like you haven't had that in the past, and once you're able to experience that with this person, it's like then you're able to actually relax and like let your inner goddess out, let your inner Aphrodite out, and enjoy love in a way that you haven't in the past. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So it's like after first of all, your 10 of Pentacles comes in once this wheel turns. And again, we talked about what exactly turns that wheel, but it's like after periods of settling for what you don't want because you weren't validating your own wants and needs and standing up for them, you're now, the moment you decide to honor yourself and know yourself and respect your boundaries, your needs, and your wants, that's the moment this person comes in, because you're no longer pretending to be okay with things you're not okay with, and you're no longer lowering your standards. You're demanding your standards to be met energetically by turning away anyone who shows you that they're only here to repeat the past cycle that you've been in. But once this turns, it all centers around you finally feeling safe enough to relax into love and open yourself to love. And that being said, it really feels like you guys haven't actually experienced true love in the past. What you thought was love felt more like the people you were dealing with were so self-centered, so selfish, really only thinking of themselves and not caring about what upset you and what gives you, what they could do to make you feel safer. They never cared. It was all about what you could do for them. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you guys feel like you've never experienced love before in a relationship. And it's because, again, you didn't know yourself enough when it comes to love. You didn't really reflect on truly what you need. And the way you recognize those needs is, what were the issues in past relationships? What caused you anxiety? What kept you up at night? What triggered you? You don't necessarily have to change yourself for that. If you're someone who needs very open and honest communication, like, I want to know what you're doing, like what's going on. I don't like when you don't respond all day. That's okay. You don't let anyone tell you that's too needy, that's too much. No, that's your needs. You actually need that in a relationship. You guys even might have your Venus in Virgo, for example, where like you actually need to know what is going on in particular, because there's a sense of purity here. Like, you are very sensitive to energy, and I mean, as Cancer, you guys are super intuitive, but you need to know that the person you're dealing with isn't bringing other energies into the connection. And again, that's why communication is so vital for you. All right, Cancer, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.